Hi everyone, this is Belinda for burnbright.com.au with my next book review, and my next book review is Ivy Devlin's Low Red Moon. I picked this up from Dimmicks at Carindale, and that's a new store, and I suspect they might have Angus and Robinson's old stock because of the Angus and Robinson price tag. Ha ha! I don't know whether they knew that was there, but I picked it up and I thought, that's a little bit strange. Alrighty, now, when I went looking through the shelves, I thought, I want to get a new book. I don't know what I'm looking for. I didn't particularly want to ask anyone. I'd had an experience that day and someone asked for a suggestion of a book, and I'm sitting there and I'm biting my tongue saying, no, don't tell him to buy that book, it's rubbish. Anyway, I found this one, and of course, ooh, shiny. Very, very shiny. And of course, when I pick up my books, I I don't so much trust the back of the book. I actually have a look inside the book and decide whether I like it. This one is kind of like a little boutique book, so it's just a little bit special, and it really did make me feel special when I was sitting there waiting for my husband and my daughter in the food court when I started reading. Look at this artwork. Isn't that just fantastic? And then what do we got? We've got, at the beginning of each chapter, we have that little picture. And if you look closely, every time the word moon, hang on, let me find it. Yeah, every time the word moon comes into the story, it's done in red ink. And at the corner of each page, we have a nice little thing of trees. And at the top of our page, top of the thing, and the page count are in red ink, which makes it just a little bit different, and I really like a little bit different. She knows what he is, but she can't be sure what he's done. The only thing Avery Hood can recall about the night her parents died is that she saw silver, deadly silver, moving inhumanly fast. As much as she wants to remember who killed them, she can't, and there's nothing left to do but try to piece her life back together. Then Avery meets the new boy in school, Ben, mysterious and beautiful, with whom she feels a connection like nothing she's ever experienced. Ben is a werewolf, but Avery trusts him at first. Then she sees that sometimes his eyes flash an inhuman silver, and she learns that she's not the only one who can't remember the night her parents died. Avery needs to know what happened. This is the story of how she finds out, part murder mystery, part grief narrative, and part heart-stopping, headlong romance. Yes, and it is a little bit of a romance overkill, a little bit, but it's a teen novel. It's allowed to be a little bit sweet, The sweetness is certainly not overshadowed by the heart-wrenching tale of how Avery gets through her life. The opening scene is her sort of reliving her parents' death, and it's quite unsettling. A lot of my books that I've been reading lately have been a little bit unsettling. I don't know whether that's a trend or whether it's just me. Let's see, she moves in with her grandmother, and her grandmother had had an argument with her parents, a while back, in the history. And she doesn't call her grandma, so it took me a little while to figure out that Renee isn't in fact a sister, it is her grandmother. Yes, I'm a little bit slow. But the relationship there gets better, and things get a little bit interesting. And trust me, who did it? You will never guess who did it, because Ivy's done it really, really well. So, yes, I really, really couldn't put this one down. So I got it done in 2 days, and the only reason it took me 2 days was because I started it a little bit late on Sunday. So yes, I thoroughly enjoyed it. The book is done by Bloomsbury Teens, or Bloomsbury. Cover design is done by Danielle Delaney. So beautiful artwork, Danielle. Gorgeous. We have 244 pages, so it's not really that long. It's, quite thin. But as for something that's just a little bit different, I mean, there were scenes in this that I swear I was reading Twilight. I swear. But luckily, Ivy sort of ducked out of those moments quite quickly. So you're sort of sitting there going, did I read what I just read? No, I couldn't have read what I just read. But unfortunately, there are little tiny bits that sort of reminiscent of Stephanie Meyer. Uh, I don't know whether Ivy has any other books out. I will be looking into it because if they're anything like this one, they'll be excellent reads. So, yes, I think it came out September last year or thereabouts. So, it's not exactly a new book, so you'll probably be able to find it on the shelves, at least at Dymocks anyway. They had plenty of copies at Dymocks at Carindale. So, yes, it's up to you whether you want to read it. I thought it was great. So, yep, make your own decision. This is Belinda for burnbright.com.au. See ya.